Hi and welcome to Vintage Doll Collector. This is the first video in a series showing the dolls, toys, and other kids stuff that were offered in the 1963 Montgomery Ward Christmas catalog. Fashion dolls and baby dolls were the big items this year. Tammy was made by the Ideal Toy Corporation to compete with Barbie. I'll read you what the catalog says. Tammy is a typical teen and she has a wonderful family. There's her lovely mother and handsome father, Ted, her big brother, and Pepper, her mischievous little sister. They live in a comfortable house and ride in Tammy's car. I think this was written when the dolls were in the prototype stage. Mother and father ended up being called Mom and Dad, and the dad doll that was actually produced looks a bit different than the one shown here. The outfits they're wearing here are extra ones you could buy. Tammy's house is very cool. It's really just a rec room and a patio, but it has a ping pong table and a jukebox and an outdoor fireplace. On the left are the original outfits the dolls came in. The outfit Mom is most commonly found in is a more multicolored print with a red belt and shoes. And she also has a necklace of pearls and gold beads. I love this Pepper doll with the platinum hair. I don't think she was actually made with that hair color. The smaller picture on the right shows more of their extra outfits. Mom's flannel robe is shown here in pale green, but it was actually available in pink or blue, but not green. Here are some more of Tammy's extra outfits, plus a carrying case, and her bed, vanity, and chair. Ideal actually called it a dresser, but it really is a vanity. The dolls are shown with different hair colors, but the catalog doesn't give you an option to choose the color. I hope a lot of little girls weren't too disappointed when they didn't get a platinum Tammy. They made very few of those compared to the red and golden blonde. The Drinkin' Wet baby doll on the next page doesn't have a name. She's 16 inches tall and has a pretty plaid baby carriage. You could get the doll, the outfits, the high chair, and the carriage all together as a set, or buy just the doll and the outfits. The high chair and the carriage were also sold separately. More fashion dolls and more baby dolls on the next two pages. The Littlechap's were another family of dolls made by Remco. They were a little bigger than Barbie and Tammy. The dolls came dressed only in the striped towels you see on the left. The other outfits shown are some of the extra ones that were available. The mom and dad of this family actually had names: Dr. John Littlechap and his wife Lisa. The daughters were Judy and Libby. On the lower left are pictured their three play sets, each sold separately: Dr. John's medical office, the family room, and the master bedroom. These were made of cardboard like Tammy and Barbie's houses. This is American Character's 8-inch hard plastic Betsy McCall. This is the later version with the side part hairstyle. I think this may have been the last year she was made. 6 of her extra outfits are shown. This high-heel bride doll was offered in 2 sizes, 15-inch and 20-inch. She comes with a cardboard trunk and some very simple outfits. She also has a brush, mirror, and curlers, and a few pieces of luggage for the honeymoon. American Character's Tressy doll was a Barbie-type fashion doll with a difference. A growing hair feature enabled her little owner to style her hair in many different ways. Baby Sweetums was a Ward's exclusive. It doesn't say who made her, so if you know, please leave a comment so we can all learn. I like the red and white peppermint candy theme. She wasn't just a drinkin' wet baby, she could also cry tears. The outfits, the carrying case, and the cradle were all sold separately. And here's the doll Baby Sweetums was competing with, American Character's Tiny Tears. This is the later vinyl version that fewer collectors are familiar with. To give you an idea of the price difference, Tiny Tears without the case and the extra clothes was $6.49. Baby Sweetums was $4.88. You could also get Tiny Tears in the trunk with the clothes, but you could not buy the outfits separately. Bibsy on the left was made by Ideal. You feed her her bottle, then when you squeeze her, she dribbles it back out and makes baby noises. She was a good-sized doll, 23 inches tall, and quite expensive at $14.44. The doll on the right is a 13-inch Charming Carolina. I'm not familiar with her, are you? Next, we come to the star of the catalog, Mattel's Barbie. She and her friends get 2 whole pages to themselves. The ponytail Barbies have been discontinued by this time, so most of the dolls they're offering have the bubble cut hairstyle. Just like with Tammy, different hair colors are shown, but you didn't get a choice. Ken was the molded hair version. The formal outfits Barbie and Ken are wearing are the most expensive ones offered in the catalog. They're posed with Midge in front of Barbie's fashion shop, which was new this year. Here are Barbie, Ken, and Midge in their original swimsuits, and with several of their extra outfits. Montgomery Ward doesn't give the actual names of the outfits, just describes them. For example, Party Date, which is number 8 here, is just called Glittering Strapless Satin Dress in the catalog. The outside of the fashion shop is shown on top here, and below it, Barbie's Dream House. They were priced at $5.79 each. You could get a set of 2 sewing patterns for Barbie also. Fashion Queen Barbie was new this year too. She's pictured on the top in her gold and white striped swimsuit. She had molded hair and came with 3 wigs. The actual wigs were a blonde bubble cut, a brunette page boy, and a red side part flip, but it looks here like they have the blonde and brunette styles switched. Just like with some of the Tammy stuff, the pictures were probably done with prototypes that Mattel changed before the actual production. And who's that red-headed Ken doll? I want one of those. The Fashion Queen doll, with Ken and all their outfits, were included in the trousseau gift set, or you could buy her separately, or you could buy Fashion Queen, Midge, and Ken dolls together with no extra outfits. You could also get a bubble cut Barbie and Ken in a different gift set with more casual outfits, which is pictured in the bottom photo here. The set could be purchased with or without a vinyl carrying case. So many choices! On top here is another gift set, Barbie's Mix and Match set, which came with a bubble cut doll and lots of pack separates. This one could also be purchased with or without a carrying case. Barbie's Susie Goose bedroom furniture is offered here too. You could get the canopy bed, the vanity with bench, or the wardrobe. Barbie's sports car and Barbie and Ken's hot rod were made for Mattel by Irwin Toys. And a vinyl case could be purchased separately. Again, no choice of color. The doll wasn't included. The next 2 pages were mostly devoted to talented tots, dolls who could talk or communicate in some way. This is a battery-operated doll called Carrie Cries. Let me read you what the catalog says. I cry just like a real baby. If you want me to stop, put me on my tummy or pick me up, put my thumb in my mouth, let me sleep on my side, or give me my magic bottle. Fluid seems to disappear, then refills. Now, I looked online and couldn't find any doll with that name. It's possible that she is Horsman's thirsty crybaby, who had a similar mechanism, but she looks slightly different. It could just be the picture, though. Horsman did have a business arrangement with Carnation, who made those magic bottles. This is Blabby, made by Unita. When you press her tummy, she opens her mouth and makes baby sounds. She has a cute character face. The doll on the left is called Dr. Kildare's Patient. Dr. Kildare was a popular TV show starring Richard Chamberlain. She has a button on her back to make her nod yes or shake her head no. She came with a lot of cool accessories, including a cast and crutches. She appears to be the same doll as one made by Valentine and sold under the name The Perfect Patient, but I don't believe that doll had the yes-no feature. If you can shed any light on this, please leave a comment. On the right is Little Miss Echo, who here is just called Miss Echo. She's not really little, a whopping 30 inches tall. She was made by American Character and had a battery-operated tape recorder inside. Whatever you said to her, she could repeat back. Here's another yes-no doll. This little cutie is just 10 inches tall. She came wearing the party dress and with a party hat for the child. You could also purchase separately a stewardess outfit with a matching stewardess hat for the kid, or an artist outfit with a matching child-sized beret. I think that's a nice idea. Twins Happy and Nappy were made by Nasco. Happy has regular sleep eyes, while Nappy's eyes are permanently closed. In this catalog you could only get them with the swing, but I've also seen them in a box without the swing. Tiny Chatty Baby and Tiny Chatty Brother were the newest additions to Mattel's line of talking dolls. The only difference between the two dolls is their hairstyle. He has a side part that makes him identifiable. Their original outfits have their names printed on them. You could also buy Tiny Chatty Baby in a gift set that had her in a party dress with 2 other outfits, or you could buy a few outfits separately. The regular-sized Chatty Baby was called Big Chatty Baby here to make it less confusing. Her 9-way stroller buggy was actually multiple pieces that could be put together in different ways for lots of play value. The play table was metal with a plastic chair. The 3-piece nursery set was cardboard and included a crib, chair, and wardrobe. All the pieces could be used for Chatty Baby or the Tiny Chattys. Toddlers predominate on the next 2 pages, some old favorites and some new discoveries here. Drinking wet dolls are usually babies, but this one is a 23-inch walking doll, whose long legs make her look even older than a toddler. She was probably made by Horsman. They had a doll called Drinky Walker that also came in a 1-piece footy pajama. The plush Basset Hound was sold separately. Tiny Kissy and Baby Kissy were made by Ideal. They work the same way as the regular Kissy doll, pull their arms together, and they pucker up and make a kissing sound. The doll on the right is Too Dear, made by Vogue. This catalog spells it T-W-O, but Vogue spelled it T-O-O. She's the toddler version of their popular Baby Dear doll, and was also designed by Eloise Wilkin. Here are 2 12-inch dolls described as being from West Germany. The one on the left is dressed especially for Christmas. These dolls are not identified, but I strongly suspect the one on the left was made by Horsman. She looks a lot like their Baby Buttercup doll, but on a toddler body. The doll in the middle is a mystery. The one on the right I'm going to say is definitely Horsman, because they had a Play Pal-sized doll that year with the same adorable kangaroo graphic on her dress. I think this doll is probably Ruthie. Isn't she sweet? I just love that kangaroo outfit. Here's another glamour doll bride with a trousseau of simple outfits. This one is much less expensive than the one we saw earlier, although she looks like a nicer doll. She doesn't have the cardboard trunk that the other one had and some of the accessories, so maybe that's why. Poor Pitiful Pearl was another Horsman doll. This was the first year they had the license to make her. The dress she's wearing, blue with white flowers, was an early version that's hard to find now. She's more commonly found in a dress with multicolor flowers. She came with the extra outfit, a pink party dress. The heart locket was apparently also included for a short time. Mattel's Chatty Cathy had been around for a few years, but this year she was updated with a new hairstyle in twin ponytails. Her red velveteen and white lace dress was new this year too. With this doll you actually did get to choose her hair color, blonde, brunette, or auburn. There were 3 extra outfits you could purchase for her, or you could get the doll and 2 outfits together in a gift set. Chatty's bed was made by Susie Goose, the same company that made Barbie's furniture. I hope you enjoyed this first installment of the 1963 Montgomery Ward catalog. In the next video, I'll have more dolls to show you, including Pebbles Flintstone, Tiny Thumbelina, and Teeny Tiny Tears. If you want to be notified when it's posted, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon. Thanks for joining me today, and see you next time.